Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. Over here, I think. And you all can tell me how well it sits. I'm going to keep the music on to have like lo-fi music on in the background just because I can. I found a nice set of royalty frees, and yeah, we're good to go on that. So let's go ahead. We are like a little bit of a different setup than usual, so I'm just gonna go right to the thing. Hello, 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 and welcome to December. Um, okay. Welcome to December. I don't have the opportunity. I was like, Drake, if I sound okay? Because I don't have the same setup I usually do. My microphone's a little farther away. Do I have to turn my gain up? Stuff like that. Which I'm going to turn my gain up just in case anyway. Okay, so we are playing December solo tabletop games. I have a whole bunch of them. If you are in a Discord, you saw the pile of games that I've got that range from storytelling to mystery. And that's just the ones that were like I could pull out easily. There are more like in my ottoman and like by my piano. I just have a lot. I enjoy solo board games, and some of them are one-offs, like mystery games are one-offs. And I played it with my sibling and all the time, so it's great. But I have a bunch that I was like, I can't play it with everybody, so we're gonna do that. To start off, to start off the month of solo tabletop gaming, though, I decided that we're gonna do one that I haven't done in a while, right? And maybe if you're new to our channel, that you haven't seen it yet. So we're gonna do House of Danger. It is basically the book Choose Your Own Adventure. If you ever read this particular series before, oh, Drake, my sound is good, right? My sound is okay? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Also, I thought I fixed this. I'm so sorry. Hold on. As you can see, I have like a little different than usual, and I trying to crop all my stuff. So you're going to see me make some adjustments. I thought I had set this, and I apparently did not. So that's always fun. Awesome. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. And lock it. Okay, I didn't lock it in place. That's what happened. And then I went and did other things. Nice. They do have watch streaks now. Yeah, if you catch someone set several times in a row, then you can be like, yeah, bragging rights. So we did this last year when I started locating more solo game board games. They're not purely solo, obviously. Like if you wanted, you could do all of the games that I showcase in them either solo or in person or digitally like this one. If you have a good camera setup, which I do not, it is a relatively basic camera setup as you can see, you can do it. So I like the solo ones because I'm very introverted. I know it doesn't seem like it if you've ever watched my streams, but I pretty like off stream I am down for like being by myself. But at the same time, I also like board games, and finding other people that like board games is technically easy, but not if your like social meter drains so fast. So I have ones that like you can play solo as an introvert or as someone that just gets like a really like low social meter super fast, that you can then pull out to cooperative styles if you want. This one says they recommend it for one or more. More is optional as to how much that actually is. Some of them are like 1 to 2. Some of the ones I have are like, some of the ones I have are actually like 2, but you can technically do it as 1, stuff like that. So we have a whole bunch that I was like, I want to showcase because sometimes our social medias run low, and it's nice to have these kind of shorter games that let us to have the option and the choice. So my social meter, is it not what it's called? Is it my social battery? Oh, battery. That's what, yeah. My social my meter like decreases by millimeters every little bit. So I have like a meter, and then it like You know what? Yeah, battery is too broad. Meter is more specific. My social meter gets very short. Okay, so we're playing House of Danger. This is clearly not the doggies we're dealing with. You call it when you want. That's fair. That is totally fair. We also have the other one where we have both of these. I'm really hoping that they have a new one at some point. Kisara is a butterfly in a sense. I am? Am I? Are you sure? A butterfly? Yeah, I know. I'm just like, I don't have to talk to everyone and I don't have to be friends with everyone. I give everyone their respect. I am not a social butterfly, Drake. Don't even start. Hey, Pedro, welcome in. Look what's back. We are playing. We're bringing this one back, House of Danger. Remember this? We showcased it last year for everyone. But when I started this, I was like, I don't have everything really set up for the other stuff. Some of the tabletop games I have are like full-on tabletop games. Like I have to have like a different table. And I don't have that. I just wanted to make sure this worked, you know? So now that I know that this is fine and I can make this work, I can get a little bit of a bigger table for top of this one and I can do the full tabletop one. So look forward to that one. I have like sector castles and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. I think he meant that you have social grace. No. Grace, I do not. I do have detective ones too. I have a lot. If you saw that picture page, I have a lot of detective ones. I have like Chronicle Crimes. I have Fire Girl Horror core set. I have so many. Like you can really stand out in social activities as long as you're not drained. Yeah, I can. That comes with acting. I will say this, being an actor helps kind of hide when my battery is drained. Truly. She can when she drains too. I'm so over you guys. Slams fist on table. I would, but it's it's not that sturdy. Clunk. Kisara is dabbling with danger. I am. Look, they're so friendly. Look at these doggies. They're so cute. And my playmat is how to. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? That's the playmat I had. All my other playmats are in use. I know I can like do really good social, but man, is it draining. Yeah, for me too. Still love this playmat. I know you do. It's Drake. It's one of Drake's favorites. But all my other ones are totally in use. K-Dog, welcome in. It's good to have you here with us. Even if you know what, K-Dog, you are my danger sense. If anyone's watching My Hero Academia. All right. So we're going to review like the setup and stuff like that again, just to kind of like make sure that we're all on the same page and we kind of remember how it is. It's not very big. I'm sorry that it's not like super clear. I'll try to make it as clear as possible. And whatnot, but I guess like maybe like the light's too bright, but I can't reach that far. to get to the light, I'd have to like really reach. But yeah, let me know if you want me to change anything. I can probably bring this closer is what I can do. Cause it's not that big a game, so I can probably do this. And move it forward. Yeah, okay, I think that's probably better. I have played this one before. So I have that one. And I also have the companion version. I have the War with the Evil Power. Once I saw the Choose Your Own Adventures, because I read these books as a child. Yeah, I was like 100% buying them. So I have both. I played them both last year, but it has literally been over a year since I played them since. So I thought, let's play them all together. If you did not see the last one, it's on my YouTube. It's on the Kisara Calistria YouTube. You can check it out there. If you want to just get a fresh start, here we are. Be back later. Gonna prep for a snowstorm overnight tonight. All right, you get yourself taken care of. You relax, okay? Take it easy. And make sure you're safe. You just reminded me of the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure. Yes! I did that one too. The art on the boxes is so good. I know, like it is the books. It is like the original books. Like this is what the books looked like. 100%. And on top of that too, while this is a tabletop game, cooperative or solo that you choose, it's actually still the story, and I'll show you that now. So we're gonna review some of the stuff in case anyone wants to kind of like get a brief glimpse. We kind of have a basic idea of how it goes, but just to remind ourselves. So first off, we have the setup. We have, oh shoot, I didn't check if I put all the stuff back in order. I should have, but just in case I didn't. 1, 2, 3. I have to check. So, okay, yeah, it looks like I put everything back in order. Thank God for that. Okay, so our setup is first we have our, Drake, can you take care of that for me? First we have our, what's it called? Our setup, right? The object of the game, as Pedro mentioned earlier, is that we are an aspiring detective and psychic investigator. For weeks, you have experienced recurring nightmares that you sense might be important. Your mission is to get to the bottom of these visions. You decide how to move through the story as a group or solo. I mean, as a group with us, you're watching. You get to help me make some choices. The story is divided into 5 chapters. Each is to be played in 1 session. So this is a 1-session game. So here we go. Wild Woods, by the way, the other story is like 5 chapters also. And I started practicing that one to see how that one goes before I showcase that one here. I have to take breaks. Each chapter is like an hour. I was like, woo, we were taking breaks on that one. Okay, so first we have our board game. We have all of our clues right over here, right? Oh, that's not clues. This is our starter kit. Yeah. We have all our clues there. And then we have, right, so we have a discard pile that we can put anywhere. And then we have our psychic meter, which is this guy over here. Or sorry, it's not psychic meter, psychic mover. You help me make some choices. I think I think you meant to say. What are mistakes anyway? It's fine. Glorious mistakes. Sometimes I speak as Drake took a clip yesterday. Sometimes I just talk, right? It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes I just say things. And that in context it makes sense. Out of context, not so much, but it's a glorious mistake, like you said. Okay, so we have our clue pile, game board, psychic mover. Our story cards are here in my box still. We have story discard, which is just to move them to a different spot. And then we have our inventory, which is in, I think it's in here actually. Are they different cards? Oh, I think they're different cards. Okay. So we have most story cards. Oh, let me pull out the story cards. I can do this. There's a lot of story card. And we're here for them, but was it like the novella or no, not quite that. No. No, the novella was a unique experience. So here's our story cards. I'm going to put them, actually I'm going to move the box, because I don't need the box. I'll put the story cards right here. Okay. And that's our setup. That's it. That's all of this. Story cards include story choices. Always keep the book cover on top so you can hide what's coming. You don't have to get like a spoiler ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. Okay. In this, we have a psychic scale, right? We have a psychic scale that will get us to where we need to go, how good we are, and all that kind of stuff. We also have the danger meter, which is right here. I think, oh my God, he's going to link it. Yeah, we'll put it in there. The danger meter represents your precarious state. As danger rises, you are less capable of meeting the perils of each adventure. They indicate the difficulty level of any challenge you face based on the challenges that we have. When we get to challenge cards, they will have things that we have to be able to do or accomplish, and they get harder and harder and harder as we get higher and higher on the danger movement. If you are instructed to raise or lower a danger meter, move it up or down according to the number of spaces. If it reaches the space on the top, I lost my spot. If the danger reaches space at the top of the meter by exact count or more, you must stop and take a penalty. Move it back 2 spaces, all of this. Challenges. Some cards present challenges. You must undertake required ones, but choose whether you want to do optional ones. To perform a challenge, we roll our die. Our die was very mean to us last time. To win the challenge, you must roll a number equal to or greater than the number marked by the danger mover on the danger meter. For example, like if my danger sense is 4, and I need to do a challenge, I have to get higher than a 4 for it to work. No, it's hard to listen. Whatever you say. If I roll a 1, the challenge is lost. If I roll less than whatever my yellow marker is, then I lose. Simply put. Cool. So basically what we can do is just start up, and then we'll refer to the rules in the event that I forgot something. That sound pretty good to everyone? Okay. So this is all chapter 1, and then that's chapter 2. So chapter 2 is there. So we're going to move this over here because I don't need it at the moment. I'm just going to move this over here, so I have a little bit more playing room. Now it won't behave this time either. I was looking at chat and it still scared me. Why? Why you do these things? Okay, before we start, I need to drink. Hydrate, because Pedro knocked at me. Viciously. Okay, so all of these are the stories. As you can see, it's all text. So basically, you'll be getting a narration live for 3 hours. If my teacher wants to, my narration teacher is like, yeah, just read for an hour and let them know how. I know how it goes. All right, here we go. Here is the artwork for the start. Chapter 1, The Grounds. And each one, as you can see, so each one has it says directions, right? So you just follow directions until you reach something that gives you a choice of some sort. So for now, we're going to read all the way through because chapter 1 is premise. So, are we ready to take on the House of Danger? The answer is yes. Yes, I am. Even if Pedro is knocking on my front door. General Weeaboo. Ay! ¿Cómo está? How are you? Welcome in. How'd you find us? General Weeaboo. Welcome in. We're doing solo tabletop gaming. We are playing a choose your own adventure, or we are playing, I'm showcasing and reading the narration for, just started actually, House of Danger. This game. I just wanted to hear your Tagalog. I love searching for TTRPGs. Ah! Ay, my Tagalog is there. Kumusta? It's nice to meet you. We are playing suddenly all of it went away. Like my whole everything that just happened was like gone. Tell us what kind of oh my gosh. Hold on, I need to move my phone closer so I can see what I'm doing. What kind of there we go. Now I can see things. What kind of tabletop do you play? Do you play like the D&D, or do you play like the what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, I'm over here. I can do this. Ugh. She's pretty good. Could probably do an entire novela in Tagalog. Hindi po. I can do all that. I can read it if it's already in Tagalog. I can read it just fine. But if you were to say, okay. I say this. Okay, so Tagalog is not my first language. Obviously, as you can tell, it is English. As well as learning 4 other languages plus Tagalog and ASL. So it gets mixed up really, really easily. So if you're like, I don't know, my, I, I recently I went home, obviously. I went home and I was reading something aloud, just reading aloud. And, I don't remember what I was reading. I was just reading I don't know, something in Tagalog. It was in Tagalog, regardless of what it was. And I hear my mother come down. She goes, "Anak, ano ginagawa?" It's like, "I'm reading." Nagbabasa. And she's like, hindi nagbabasa. And I was like, "No, I'm reading." She's like, "I'm sorry. Your Tagalog's, okay, General Weeaboo, real talk. Do you know that face that Filipino mothers make when you're trying your best? It's the one that's just beyond disappointed." Now, that's my Tagalog. My mom is Filipino. She makes that face when I think, okay, so you understand. You understand my pain. Excellent. Maganda. Girl, I'm not alone. So you get it. Yeah, okay, DeBlanc, I know you get it too, but it's the face. Anak. For me, it's anak. Anak. Hindi. And then there's the laugh. There's the laugh that I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna read silently. I don't need your approval." It's so sad. My French is better than my Tagalog. It's so sad. My ASL was better than my Tagalog for a while, and my mom couldn't understand why. And I was like, "I think that's your fault." She literally walked. My mom's old, right? She's, nyo ginagawa. It's like, so, okay, I saw that you, hold on. I'm going to scroll up, because I saw that you posted something about what your favorite TTRPG is. Pathfinder, but I'm currently on PBTA Fixed. I found a TTRPG I'm nerding out on that's based on Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that's really, really cool. I didn't know that they had a TTRPG on Yu-Gi-Oh! I gotta find it. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember watching it as a child with next to the Jelly Donut Pokemon. Cool. Alright. With that, let's showcase this one. If you haven't, this month is going to be all tabletops for me. I usually stream let me go ahead and hold on. Scene. Welcome to Kisara's Casual Corner, General Weeaboo. Kumusta po ba kayo? I am Kisara Garalde, Kisara Calistria. Both of them are me. I am a working musician, voice actor, and stage actress, as well as singer and drummer and all that kind of stuff. And I started a stream to basically practice doing all of those things, and because it's fun and have a backlog of games. I usually do performative Let's Plays of family-friendly indie streams, though I do sometimes do some suggested streams from patrons in our Discord from time to time. That may be a little bit more on the PG-13 side, but primarily mostly family-friendly style streams. This month is going to be solo tabletop games to showcase games that you can do both by yourself and with a group of people if you can find them. If you've ever played D&D or any one-offs, it's sometimes really hard to find board gamers, so having a solo version that you can play and enjoy on like wintry months, like the ones that are coming up for some people, because snow is coming for some people, you know, hot cider, whiskey, House of Danger. Yeah, voice actor. I wish I can do that. Just my players just get deadpan voices. A little bit of, is fine. Oh man, so we're showcasing House of Danger. If you've ever read the choose your own adventure style games or books back in the 80s, 90s, this is based off of that. Oh, right, and then Pedro, right, summer is coming. So if you want to stay away from the heat, this is also your game. For the rest of the world, because there are other people in the world here, you get a lot of that. Okay, so, I mean, VA is tough work. I'm sure you could have give it a go, but it is not easy. It is a lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error. I've been at voice acting for 5 years. I've been a stage actor and a musician for over 20. So I can tell you from all walks of experience in the performing arts, it is not a walk in the park. Not even close. But if you make it, if you get a taste of it, and I don't mean like famous, like you work for Anime Crunchyroll. I just mean like you're able to have income. Like I have income. If you're able to do that, it's pretty good. It's a good win. It's a good world. It's a good life. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. Very hard, but totally worth it. If you can stand it. House of Danger. Narration time. Ready for it? Because no, I'm not. So, here we go. Since I did not narrate in the booth today, I did editing mostly for most of my day. So I have plenty of voice to kind of play around with. The Grounds, Chapter 1. It's a Tuesday morning in late June, and you wake up in a cold sweat. The nightmares came again last night. Even though you're an aspiring detective and psychic investigator, you haven't been able to make sense of the haunting dreams that you've had these past few weeks. In your dreams, you keep seeing the same spooky house. You're still shivering under the covers when you hear the phone ring in your basement, where you have a combination office and research laboratory. You dash down the lab to answer it. I need... A weak voice says when you pick up the receiver. I need your help. You hear a loud click, but the phone goes dead. But you were prepared. While the caller was talking, you activated your high-speed telephone tracing device. It instantly displays the caller's number, 555-7259. You call back the number right away, but there's no answer. After consulting the stack of reverse phone books behind your desk, you are disappointed to learn the number is unlisted. You sense the call is someone related to your nightmares. Later, while at Hedgebrook Police Station to return a night scope you borrowed at a recent stakeout, you describe the mysterious phone call and your recurring dream to your friend, Sergeant Morrison. That does sound strange, he says. We'll look into it. And about that house in your dreams, a voice says from the hallway. I wonder if you're dreaming about the Marsden house on Hedgebrook. Detective Murphy sticks his mustache into the face in the room. Modern house, ornate gate. That sounds like Marsden Place, all right, says Sergeant Morrison. Strange things are reported to happen out there. Detective Murphy pulls out a pipe. The place is haunted, he says. I know it sounds unprofessional, but I've had a file on Marsden House for years. I'm sure of it. He waves the folder in front of your eyes, and a phone number written on the front jumps out at you. It matches the one from your mysterious phone call. In one heroic move, you jump. Am I still chapter 1? Oh, no. No. Continued on back. All right, so here we are. Right, we have these instructions that come with it. So the call is related to your nightmares. Your psychic senses were right. Draw clue 26 to discover your goal. So we go to clues, and we look for 26. Fortunately, I put them back in order. Thank God for that. All right. Chapter 1's goal. Get inside the Marsden house. Place this card on the goal slot above the psychic scale while playing this chapter. It will be right here. Ooh, that's a bright light. That's still a bright light. All right, that's our goal. Get into the Marston house. Back at home, you grab the bottle. Oh, choice coming up. First choice of the game coming up. Back at home, you grab a bottle and a water bottle and your trusty pocket knife and prepare for your new investigation. Half an hour later, you stand before the Marston residence, which appears exactly as it did in your nightmares. The house's futuristic look is a strange contrast to the antiquated appearance of the stone and the wrought iron gate, which is locked and wrapped shut in steel chains. Even though the air is balmy and a chill travels down your spine, the gathering clouds in the horizon hint at a brewing summer thunderstorm. So, our first choice is, if you see here, we have choices. If you search the hall for a way in, we go to story card 13. Right, there's chapter notes here. If we decide to climb the gate, we go to a different story card. So, chat, would you like us to search the wall for a way in or climb the gate? I get to take a well-needed break. Where do these ghosts keep getting money to keep a place running? Search the wall. All right. Drake takes the cake on this one. So we are going to search the wall. So search the wall is go to story card 13. So we take this and we basically skip ahead until we hit 13 and we start the chapter from there. Just like you would have if you were playing or reading the original Choose Your Own Adventure books. Moving along the mossy stone wall that surrounds the property. Oh wait, I need to move this back. Moving around the mossy stone wall that surrounds the property, you come across a jagged opening created by falling rocks. It's just big enough for you to squeeze through. Once on the other side of the wall, you find yourself standing on a cobblestone plaza surrounded by marble and bronze figures. Most of the sculptures depict men gazing off into the distance, as if pondering the deeper meaning of it all. But at the edge of the courtyard is a monumental statue of a man atop a muscular steed. To your right, a stony pathway leads from the statuary into a picturesque garden, where topiary bushes have been trimmed into whimsical shapes. Here is the statue. We have a next choice. If you inspect the statue of the man, go to story card 4. Would we like to walk into the topiary bushes? Go to topiary. So, inspect the statue or go into the topiary. As you can see, we're on 13. The whole thing will jump around, so don't lose your cards. Don't discard them until you're actually done with them. Like, for example, like this is prologue, right? So I just put it there. But I won't be done with these cards until the chapter is over. Let me fix my lighting real quick. I want to make sure that it's not too much. It's going to be too much. All right. Oh. Where is my other... I just had new die. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here they are. I just got Final Fantasy die. Here. Oh, okay. You can stare at the already lost. No, we're not lost. We just entered. We literally just entered. So we can stare at the statue some more. So if we go to the statue, that is this statue here. Inspect the statue of a man on a horse, story card 4. So we'll go to story card 4. Oh wait, we don't, this needs to be on the bottom. I forgot. I should probably have made sure that we did that first. Oh right, our starter kits. I totally forgot about that. So we have 2 starter kits. So we picked up our bottle of water in the chapter and our pocket knife. So this is what will help us to get through the thing too. All right, so number 4. Bold of you to underestimate my waywardness. All right. We stared at the statue because the blank said we could look at the statue some more. The horseman is dashing, Bearded, Civil War soldier, bronze face is stoic. He holds out the cavalry saber to a brooding sky. The sword's edge glints in the weak sunlight that penetrates the thickening clouds above. The sword almost looks new. At the base of the statue is a plaque that proclaims this as a memorial to Henry Marsden. The plaque reads, Henry Marsden, born 1839, died 1887. General in the Union Army during the Civil War, severely Union at the Battle of Shiloh in 1862. Appointed warden of Hedgebrook Prison in 1880. To your left is the entrance to the hedge maze. To your right is a graying picket fence with a rickety wooden gate. You can see 2 stone angel statues. Beyond them, a cemetery. So we have challenges, right? These happen to be optional. We can decide not to do them. The first challenge is we can search the base's monument, or we can climb the statue to examine the saber. Cool. And then after we do that, we decide to make a choice after that. But we have to choose to do the challenge. I'm going to take on all challenges. I'm going to read them again just so we can have it. All right. To perform a challenge, roll a die. To win a challenge, you must roll greater than the number. So right now we are on 3. Oh, we actually start on 3. Right. We're on number 3 because we haven't really had any disasters happen to us yet. So we have to roll higher than a 3, which I hope we can do. Oh, where'd I go? If we roll a 1, we lose. If we roll a 3, we lose. If we roll higher than a 3, we win. Oh, sorry. It's not just 1. I thought it was 1. If we roll a 1 or a 2, it says we lose. Okay. So, first challenge. Pedra, would you like to choose for us? Do you want to go to the... Do you want to... Oh. Oh, wait, we can do both. Okay. We can actually do both. So we have 2 challenges we can take. I will abstain from challenges if my luck in Baldur's Gate 3 is anything to worry about. Pedro, we're going to make the challenge first. We're going to do both challenges. We're going to search the monument's base and examine the saber. So first challenge is search the monument's base. So we have to roll higher than a 3. We have to roll higher than a 3. Yeah, Pedro will lead us. Pedro led us the last time. Pedro, you rolled us a 2. Pedro, you rolled us a 2. She said always go red. So we lost because we have to roll higher than a 3. So we lost. So we raised the danger meter by 1. It's fine. We're still at 3. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. Optional. Oh, but we don't get the clue. Whatever the clue is, we don't get it. Optional challenge. We're going to climb to examine the saber. We have to roll higher than, I'm very nervous now. Where is my dice roller thing? All right, here we go. Was not my fault. I was thinking about the second challenge. Pedra! Why did we roll 2 2s? What is this? This is unacceptable. Okay, so we failed twice. We don't get either clue. Madness. This is where madness lies. All right, we don't get either clue, and we raise the danger meter by 2, Pedra. 1, 2. Okay, so now we're at a danger meter of 4. She said we don't need clues. Pedra, would you like us to go into the maze or the cemetery? Dungeon Dice Monsters. Oh. Oh, hold on. I gotta allow. Hold on. Sorry to blank. Suckers is not a word that's in my auto mod normally. Oh, you did? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Why is it always me? I literally typed in like the specific words I wanted to look out for, but it's like, no, I think suckers is gonna count. Okay. All right. Would you guys like to go into the maze on our left or the cemetery? Yeah, the base is always finding the secret word. Bob does want you in jail, 100%. Maze or cemetery? I have a dice. Oh, Pedro says maze. Okay, cool. I was going to say, at some point, I'll just like roll a dice and like odds versus evens. But we'll go to the maze. The maze is story card 21. Passing between a pair of stone angels. Oh, you said it before. I'm sorry, I missed it. My bad. Passing between a pair of stone angels, you enter an old family cemetery. There is a marble mausoleum in the center of the cemetery. A short set of stairs leads into its shadowy interior. Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. It's unsettling to think of climbing into it, but you see something shiny embedded in the dirt walls. Here is our picture of the mausoleum and the freshly dug grave. So, chat, do you want to go into the mausoleum or climb into the open grave? She said, let's find the Minotaur. You don't want to go into the open grave? Climb into the mausoleum or the tomb or go in the grave? I think I might need to find like get a new camera. Oh, you want, okay, open grave it is. So number 2. All right, number 2, go to story card 16. Without warning, the earthen walls begin to collapse around you, and before you can react, you are up to your waist in dirt. You writhe and twist, trying to escape, but it only causes more soil to cascade down. Soon it's up to your neck. Someone already prepped our grave. I know, right? Soon it's up to your neck. Or sorry, up to your shoulders. Then your neck. Then your cheeks. You struggle to spit soil out as it fills your mouth, but within moments, you are fully buried. You can only see dark earth in front of your eyes. Your hand closes around a metal disc, perhaps a coin? You'll never know, as the soil fills your lungs and the world wavers and goes gray before turning finally black. The end! We died. Move back one space on the psychic scale and return to the previous card. So just like in the original ones, you could pass away before you get even to the brunt of the story. So jumping in the grave kills us. I wish I had a death counter. Hold on, where's my... I have a blue one, right? Here we go. Death counter 1. Death counter. There's one. Next time I do this one, I'll have a death counter for us. All right, go back to the previous card. The previous card was 21, I believe. All right, so when you die, you just go back one step, and then you basically take the other choice. So instead of going in the grave this time, we're going to go to the mausoleum. All right, so go to story card 5. The mausoleum interior is much safer than the grave. The mausoleum interior feels musty and cool. You know, I said the thing about this being our grave is a passing joke. No, I think you actually changed the card, like, on it and was like, no, actually, I think it's what, I think that Blake is right. We're going to go ahead and, like, actually, like, warp the card into death. Well done. You have managed to cross space and time to destroy our story. Well done. Let's see. The mausoleum interior, it feels musty and cool. Something is dripping from the ceiling and landing in the corner with a plink, which is odd, given that it hasn't started raining yet. You also notice the mausoleum is bigger on the inside than the outside suggested. It's a TARDIS. A stone sarcophagus lies before you in the center of the chamber, the word Marsden carved into it. It appears that others have recently been to the mausoleum. There's a freshly dug pit on the side of the sarcophagus, and an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground beside the nearby wall. You see that the tunnel is lined with cement. All right, we're going to do both these challenges. We are going to search the sarcophagus and remove the stone lid of the sarcophagus, right? Observe and strength. So first, we need to roll higher than a 4. So we're going to pick up our dice. One. I think this card is rigged. This dice is rigged. If we lose, raise it by 1, but we can try again. So we'll try again. This dice is rigged. Okay, that's it. I'm calling. Yeah, that's it. I'm calling it. We need another die. We need another die. I'm not playing this game. It rolled a 3 times in a row. Okay, I'm getting another die. That's where I am. I have plenty of die. Here we go. Please hold while I get another die. I know, weird, right? I have plenty. It's all good. I have plenty. I had plenty. Where are they? Oh, I rearranged my studio. Talk amongst yourselves, everyone. I'm bringing the whole shebang because they can smell your fear and uncertainty. I brought all my dice. All of these dice. These die. I got all of the die. All right, so we're gonna start with this. Oh no, not that one. We're gonna start with. Actually, let's do this one. I like these. We'll start with those. My stress snack for today, by the way, is bread. Pedro says, Drake.
Well, you got me. By all accounts,
you must have misplaced that with your Midari die 4-card shark die. I must have. That card shark die is like warped. Alright, you all, I'm going to take my earphones off because I'm comfortable this way. You all let me know if the music goes away, okay? Or if it gets weird. Alright, here we go. I have this type of die now. Very clear numbers. Yeah, here we go. Look at that! A 6! See? A 6! Oh yeah, it's very pretty. Alright, so we got a 6. So we get to draw a clue finally. Exactly, much better. Feels better. Alright, so we get clue number 16. Oh no, we did this for the first one, 23. So we get clue number 23. Alright, so we get the clue number 23. We just take it out of the pile. Disqualified. We should bring back the old one. Drake wants us to lose badly. All right, we were able to acquire a large wooden dowel. You find a large wooden dowel, and your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. Keep this item, move forward one space in the psychic scale, finish the story on story card 5. Story card 5 is we have one more optional challenge, which is to remove the stone sarcophagus, which is a strength check. So this one, large wooden dowel, strength +2. It gives us extra things. So according to the rules here, right, challenge boosters, right? Some clue items are challenge boosters, which allow you to add to your dice roll during a challenge. Items that are challenge boosters shows that and the thing that goes with it. So we can choose to use it or not. We are, because why wouldn't I? Clearly I need assistance in all of my stuff. I mean, it would make for a more intense playthrough. The blank, it was really intense the last time. I didn't change the dice sooner, and we were like up here for like the majority of the game. Truly. Here. And then the evil power master, like world in the choose your own adventure world with the evil power master, like we were getting demolished like left and right. Whole planets were getting destroyed. It was disaster walking. All right, so we're gonna do the strength check. We have to roll higher than a 4 again. Roll a 1. It's fine. Oh, what? But I get +2. But that only makes it at a 3, which still stinks. So, unfortunately, we used our clue. We can discard the clue now. It didn't help us. We raised the danger meter by 2. So, 1, 2. There we go. Would you guys like to climb into the pit? Remember, we found a pit next to the sarcophagus and a tunnel in the wall. I swear, base dice just come pre-cursed. I know. Drake says the pit. Okay, so we're going to go to the pit. Card 16. How's pit? Okay, cool. All right, we have 2 for the pit. How's that work coming along there, Drake? All right. What is it with you children going down dark holes? I know, right? Wait, which one was I just at? Hold on. I'm going to find my strength check again. Give me a second. Okay, it was this one. 16, right? You said the pit. Yeah, pit twice. 16. Guys! Without warning, the earthen walls collapse on us again. We reach the end again. Death counter 2. So, again. Yeah, exactly. So let's go back to the other one. And we'll go into the tunnel. Both Pedro and Drake have killed us 1 each now. Alright. So we're going to go through the tunnel like the story really wanted us to do. Not sure the pit might still work. Not sure. Let's try again. We're going to the tunnel. Otherwise we'll be here all day. You creep through the darkness and find that cement walls end as natural stone and earth begin. Occasional vents to the surface let in just barely enough light to see by. Ahead, you glimpse the warm firelight of torches. You come across a fork in the tunnel, lit by dancing flames. One tunnel descends deeper in the half-filled water. You could swim through it, but you can't see where the tunnel leads or how far it goes. Another tunnel looks partially caved. Another tunnel looks partially caved in. Tiny clumps of earth periodically fall from the ceiling as you approach this tunnel, and several of the supports that hold the walls up have gaping cracks in them. Here's our tunnel choices. We can go in the water-filled tunnel, or you can go... I know, we spoke before. We got glorious mistakes. We don't need no die to end this story. Yeah, we just need... It helps, right? We have three positions. We can go in the water-filled tunnel, or the tunnel that has partially caved in. I love the art on these cards. I love everything about this game. I do. I'm really glad I decided to showcase this one again, because it is like one of my favorites. We can go inside a water-filled tunnel that we can swim through, but we can't see how far it goes or what else is in it. Or we can go into a partially caved-in tunnels where the support beams are slightly cracked. You want to go in the pit again, guys? We can do the pit again. We can also do a dice roll for it. I hate water, especially when I can't see through. I know, that Thessalophobia gotcha. Me too. So, we're going to go into the explore the partially collapsed tunnel. Story card 16. Y'all want to guess how that went? Alright. I'm going to use the white one so you can see it better. Here we are. We are at death counter 3. There we go. Give up. There you go. We're at death counter 3. I still have to play my Dream Core pool levels for you. Alright, let's go back. Alright, so instead we're going to go into the Thessalophobic water tunnel, yeah? We're going to go to card 22. Oh boy. Yeah, those levels though. Mustering all the courage you can. So that's a strike for each. We are an amazing crew. That death counter is like proof of how good we are at collapsing ourselves together. We are 100% the crew that they would come. We are the crew that they would come to when like Earth has a 1,000,000 to 1 shot of being saved. They're like, we can't rely on any of the heroes. Captain America is gone. Who can we get? The pit crew. Like, that's us. That's our crew. We are the 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Because everything we touch dies. Every choice we make is death. But it's always that 1,000,000 to 1 chance. The disposables. Yes. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, here we go. Mustering all the courage you can, you dive into the watery tunnel. There's just enough room in the tunnel above the water for you to lift your head between the strokes to take a breath. Eventually, the tunnel drops lower and lower until it's completely submerged underwater. You hold your breath, dive down, and look around. About 30 feet, the tunnel opens up to a bigger body of water, a pond or a pool, with sunlight beaming into it. You pop your head up for air. Well, I've come this far, you think. You're ready to chance it. You take a deep breath and dive back down. 10 feet in, 15 feet in, 25 feet in. Just as you're about to exit the underwater tunnel, something tugs at your leg. You can't tell if it's an animal or if you're just caught in an underwater vine. All right, required challenge. We cannot skip this even if we wanted to. We have to win and draw close or not. So we have to get past 5. We have to get past 5. Your legs are like death. Go back to card 16. Go back to card 16. All right, we have to get past 5. Fight to escape. This is why the water is, say no to water, kiddos. Always accept collapsing tunnels. We have to get past 5. 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 Would anyone be really upset if I decided to go ahead and cheat and re-roll this one time? How mad would we be if we decided to re-roll this once? Clearly there's, okay, you know what? Clearly there's something wrong with my technique. There's gotta be. It's gotta be. Oh, here, you know what? I got it. I got this. Oh, it just rolled a 1. Oh wait, no. You know what? That's why they have cups. Are you kidding? Wow. So, what I'm learning I don't know what to say. Well, we got a 1. It's canon. So, we lost. Okay. Range the danger meter by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. OM goose eggs. Okay, so when we reach the top, he said Kakagure knife game. Here we go. I rolled a 1 with my hand. I know, we're only in chapter 1. Okay, when you reach the top, what is this? If you reach the top, move the psychic meter back 2 spaces. 1, 2. I know. Okay, move the psychic meter back 2 spaces or more. You must stop and take a penalty. Then reset the danger back to 3. You'll begin your next story card with this challenge here. I know, psychic power broken. Alright, by the way, we have to roll until we get it right. That's what it says. So it says, if you lose, range the danger meter by 4 and try again. So we're going to do it. Don't worry, we are going to escape. I'm going to use the cup again because that... Y'all tell me, you guys tell me if I'm doing something wrong with my rolls. You guys tell me if I'm doing something wrong with my rolls. Much better, we doubled, but I still can't beat 3. I still can't beat 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Now I have to beat 4. Y'all tell me if there's something wrong with my dice rolls. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. This is impossible. You never go in the water, especially if you can't see. There's a lesson there. This is torture. This is what is ending immediate death. Because we gotta keep trying. Okay, here we go. Alright, we got a 6. There it is. We got 6 this time. Alright, we live to see another day. I was worried what we'd have to do next. Alright, we made it. We got clue 20 now. Alright, that's our discard pile. I feel like the game is trolling me now. But you see why, I hope you guys can see, at least from this statue, like, why I think this game is super fun. Both of them. Because it does have all the aspects of it. It already touched my foot. Nothing will make this better. All right, we got clue 20. The thing, whatever it is, wraps more tightly around your leg. It's pulling you down. Another tendril or tentacle slides around your neck. You pry it off with the last of your strength and give yourself a powerful kick, and you're free. And just like that, the thing is gone. You emerge into a swimming pool next with a lush pool house next to it. Lower the danger meter by 2. Thank God. And go to story card 23. She said, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Bad touch, bad touch. It's obvious that nobody has cleaned this pool in ages. The water is murky and green. The surface is littered with leaves and branches. Ripples pulse outward from the center of the pool. Out of nowhere, you hear commotion. You look around and wonder if it's coming from inside the pool nearby. Then you see movement atop the gazebo in the distance. Someone or something is engaged in a struggle up there. Maybe they need your help. Then again, if you offer assistance, you might need help yourself. Optional challenge. Investigate the ripples in the pool. I did say we're taking all optional. Welcome to Dream Corps. All right. I know it's water, the blank. I know. He said yes. I know it's water, but we're going to investigate it. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. It'll be fine. Right? It's fine. We just need to beat 3. Can we not? Can we do not? He said, can we not? It'll be fine. Look, I got a 6 the last time. I believe in us. Okay, the blank. Okay, the blank here. It's fine. It's fine. Look. Look. I give you an advantage roll an additional dice. I rolled a 1. I'm not gonna lie. I did. But here it says. All right, it says raise the danger meter by 2 and try again. We do better on 4. We do better on 4. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Well, we did better. We rolled a 3. It it doesn't beat 4, but we did roll higher. We do really good on 5. It's fine. What? Third time's a charm. You know how it is. When you go on tilt, it's all in. All in. You gotta go all in. The blank. Say it with me. All in. You gotta go all in. Beat 5. Ha! See? We got a 5. We are fine. And here I thought Drake was the gambler. The crap stream is next. We got it. Look, we got it. We did raise our danger meter by a bit, but we ended up beating it. So it's totally fine. There you go. We can now get clue number 8. See? Totally worth it. Totally worth it, the blank. It was easy. All right, clue 8. You walk down the steps into the water and see what's making the waves. A strange, whirring metal sphere, slightly bigger than a softball. You impulsively grab it. The sphere vibrates in your hand. There are 2 buttons on it. Press 1, nothing happens. Press the other button. The sphere continues to vibrate. Instinctively, you press both buttons at the same time. The sphere stops moving and begins to glow. Get clue 21. This pool scene reminds me of a YouTuber that does thalassophobia dioramas. That sounds terrible. I mean, it sounds good, but it sounds terrible. Here we go. We got a whirring metal spear. Your psychic senses tells you this is an important item. Though granted, we have like a level 1 psychic sense, but it's fine. Keep this item and move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale. 1, 2, 3. Look, now we're at level 4. See the blank? Totally worth it. Absolutely beautiful and nightmarish work, I bet. Oh, we have a choice. Would you like to go into the pool house or straight to the action at the gazebo? Remember, the pool house is right next to us, a lush pool house that has not been cleaned. Or someone or something is having trouble at the top of the gazebo. K-Dog, welcome back. We are at 3 deaths, 1 for each person in chat so far. And yeah, we're still in chapter 1. Horror games taught me to mind my business, but I also want far away from the pool, so I abstain. I should make it a chat rule. Must, if you talk in chat, must vote. We can do an odd versus even kind of thing. Here. I'll use this die. My Final Fantasy die. So we'll do odd even. Odd is the top, even is the bottom. Am I still alive? Oh, you probably are. Unless you pick the next choice and we all die in a pit again. All right. This choice is going to be determined by a die roll. Odd versus even. $11. Yeah, you're the only one that hasn't died. True. All right, so we're going with 11. What I say is odds for stop. So we're going to go to the pool house. We're going to avoid the gazebo. Story card 11. You can tell that the pool house was once quite luxurious. It contains half a dozen private rooms with showers, as well as an ornate mahogany bar in the common area. It must have been fun to hang out in this place in its glory days. Those thoughts fade as sounds of disturbance erupt from the top of the gazebo in the distance. And now you can hear a lone violin playing a soothing melody. I have a feeling we are being judged by our choices. Here's the gazebo. It had an explosion or some sort of sound that happened to it. And now we hear a lone violin. In case our stone. Do you want to investigate the gazebo where there was some sort of altercation? We don't know what. We don't know with who or with what. But now there's a sound that took place. And now a lone violin. Or do you want to follow the sound? Oh, sorry. At the gazebo, there was a sound of some sort of explosion or something. Or stopping or whatever. What did it say? Sounds of a disturbance erupt from the top of the gazebo in the distance. We can investigate that disturbance at the gazebo. Or follow the sound of the violin. We couldn't tell, though, the die's contemptuous, glaring fixation with our insanity. The die really was messing with our brains, I think. It kind of really was. Truly. Like, that was a lot to try to take in. So, K-Dog, why don't you make the next choice if you're here? If you like. Would you like to go investigate the disturbance at the gazebo that we just avoided? Or would you like to follow the lone violin sound that we now suddenly hear? Yeah, K-Dog, take us places. Show us the way, K-Dog. All right, violin, he says. Breathe first. All right, K-Dog says we're going to go to the violin. So go to story card 17. You move further and further toward the hypnotic sound of a distant violin. which is oddly calming and uplifting as the winds increase around you. You notice there's a driveway up in the distance, but before you get there, you arrive at a horse stable with an open gate. Inside, sitting on the stool, is the source of a violin music. A chimpanzee playing his heart out, a soulful expression on his face. The chimpanzee is fully committed to the music. You have never heard such an emotional performance. It's beautiful. Here's the chimpanzee playing violin beautifully. At this point, we have a choice. Do you want to leave the stable and go to the driveway? Or if you tiptoe through the gate, you can experience the full power of this emotional performance. I leave it to you guys. Run to the driveway or enjoy this beautiful, hypnotic, look at his face, soulful expression on this chimpanzee's face, playing a beautiful Stradivarian style, looks like. I don't know, I'm making that up now. What do we think? Stay and listen to performance? I mean, I know what I'm going to say. Cast a vote for a melon. All right, DeBlank. We're going to take you up on it. Go to story card 24. At least it's not 16. We've already died twice with 16. Or 3 times. You tiptoe through the open gate, eager to hear the finale of the chimp's violin piece. Quietly, quietly. With your third step, you trigger a motion sensor light that completely illuminates the interior of the building. Apparently, this is no stable. It's a kennel. 20 Doberman pinchers were peacefully enjoying the concert, but now they glare at you with anger in their eyes. The chimp frowns and slowly points his violin bow toward you. The Dobermans respond and rush to attack you and then eat you alive. The last thing you see is a chimpanzee violinist laughing at your fate. So embarrassing. There we go. Death 4. Mauled by dogs 2 deaths. Yep, we're on death counter 4, guys. Ooh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're at 17. F in chat. Yeah, it's the dogs from the front cover. Exactly. Oh. All right, so did you want to try it second time's charm, right? Just go back and try it again. We're going to go to story card 30. We're going to run to the driveway. Here we go. Chapter 1 goal achieved. Finally made it. After 4 deaths, we made it. You appear in the driveway, which leads you to the mansion's entrance. Why is death so alluring? They come with really great pictures, that's why. You appear in the driveway, which leads to the mansion's entrance. On the door is a plaque that reads Marsden and a large crystal knocker, which seems newer than everything else on the front of the building. You knock loudly. We are all moths following the Mothman. But there is no answer. We'll see every death. I know, right? Achievement unlocked. The storm is really picking up now. You try the doorknob and are surprised to see it open. You've been lucky enough so far. You've been lucky enough so far, it says. After 4 deaths, it's very generous of this game. You've been lucky enough so far But you wonder if you've missed something. Before you enter the house, you look back. You can see a few clear paths. One leads to the statuary, another to a small cemetery. Two more paths stretch out toward a watery ditch with a gate and the house's luxurious pool. You could go back to explore if you want. Have we? Have we? Oh my gosh. So we can continue the story. We have actually achieved our chapter 1 goal from the beginning, right? Get inside the Marston house. We can go back and take a risk and get any clues that we might have missed. We can head back to the statuary, raise our danger meter by 2 and go back to the story. Head to the cemetery, head to the ditch, or head to the pool. Or we can just keep going. Whatever we leave behind, we leave behind. Or we can keep going. Or we can go back. Or meet our death apparent. What say you? Would you like to check out chapter 2? Or would you like to risk it? We have to move our meter higher. If we do. I have no reins. I was like, I've got 2 deaths already. Nay. Nay, that's me. This number 4, that was me. We're going to go ahead and move forward. Because the dice rolls have not been kind to us. Truly. Alright. So at this point, I learned my lesson. We keep all of our inventory items. We have our bottle of water, our pocket knife, and our whirling metal spear. At this point, we can discard this chapter, like so, and move on to chapter 2. All right. Here he is, chapter 2. The mansion. You made it! Crushed and mauled, possibly eaten alive. Sure did learn a lesson. You got through a lot. You did great. You did great. You made it! You're inside Marsden House, the cursed edifice that has haunted your nightmares for weeks. Your trek through the mansion's grounds has left you with far more questions than answers, to the point where you wonder if the smart move would be to turn around right now and forget you ever came inside this infernal place. You're no quitter, though. The blank is talking to you. You're no quitter, though. You're an aspiring detective, a psychic investigator, and you won't give up this case until you find out what a spooky, futuristic mansion you'd never seen before has somehow found its way into your dreams. And why you got a call from the house this morning. You're standing in the grand foyer. Its modern decor is elegant in its minimalism. Suddenly, a man in a delivery uniform bursts through the set of tall double doors, screaming, "Help! Help! They're after me!" The man cries. He rushes toward you, but suddenly drops to the ground as if he's been hit by an invisible hammer. You dash to his side and hear his breath come in short gasps that almost sound like sobs. He gives a terrible shriek and lies still. This man has been frightened to death, you think. Just then, he inhales sharply and jumps to his feet and bolts past you out of the house. You breathe a sigh of relief. So, not quite to death. Something falls from his clothing as he makes an exit and hits the floor, tinkling. You kneel down to inspect the object and discover it's a small dart. The kind that might have come from a blowgun. Whatever this man was afraid of, his fear seems to have been justified. Just how dangerous is this house? As your thoughts swirl, a loud buzzing noise erupts from somewhere beneath your feet, shaking the floor. The noise is so loud, it drowns out the gathering storm outside. Just as quickly as it came, the noise stops. It sure sounds like something weird is happening beneath the manor. You're willing to bet that whatever is happening in this place, the answers await you down there. Draw clue 57. So we're going to draw clue 57. Chapter 2. Find access to the basement is our goal for Chapter 2. You don't see any way into a lower level from the foyer. Rather, a sweeping stairway leads upstairs, while the double doors that frighten the man... while the double doors that the frightened man ran off to your right, and a smaller door slightly ajar leads in the opposite direction. Hey, vampire, welcome in. Greetings and salutations. We are playing Choose Your Own Adventure, House of Danger. We have already encountered 4 deaths, courtesy of everyone in chat. We are on chapter 2 out of 5. Welcome in. At the moment, we have explored the grounds of Marsden Manor. The premise is you are, or you personally, I guess, however you want to take it, are a psychic detective. An aspiring one, but one nonetheless. And you have been haunted in your dreams by this manor. Finally made it inside. We had to go through some trials and errors 4 times, as you can tell, to get to this point. But now we have made it inside the mansion. And we have uncovered now our first set of clues. A dart that frightened the man so. We can, 3 choices. We can take the stairs to the 2nd floor. We can go through the double doors. Or we can walk through the smaller door. Yeah, glorious. So many glorious mistakes. To give you a rundown of what you see on this board here, Vampire, if you've ever seen the Choose Your Own Adventure series by R.A. Montgomery, this basically is a board game based off of those stories. I think maybe even that story particularly. You have a board that you have to basically increase your psychic level. The higher you are, the better your psychic detection becomes. But you also have to be able to roll past dangers. So we've been using our dice rolls to be able to try to get past the challenges that we have to overcome during a thing. If we do not overcome them, the danger becomes higher. And if the danger becomes high enough, our senses become duller as detectives. And that's how the game is basically played. You raise and fall your danger meter in the hopes of hopefully moving your detective skill higher and higher. I've not heard of it. I've done Choose Your Own books before, but that's it. Oh, so these books here came out in the 80s, 90s, and they were incredibly popular. I remember going to the library every week to get like a new one. There were a lot of sets. R.A. Montgomery used to make a whole bunch of them, and they basically all did this. You would flip the book through, and you would go from page to page to page to be able to find your own Choose Your Adventure, as you know. Yeah, Vampire. Take a choice. Take a choice. Would you like, without knowing anything, would you like to go to the 2nd floor, through the double doors, or through the smaller door? Pick 1, 2, or 3. Upstairs, double doors, small door. We've got 4 death counters. Everyone's kind of looking for new leadership. By the way, if we don't finish this, I have to check. I don't think we finished. I think we died. Like in the last time I played this last year when we did the stream for it. It's on our YouTube. Small doors? Okay, 3. I think we died at the very end, I don't think we made it. I actually think we lost the game.
If you become lightheaded from thirst,
I-
feel free to pass out.
Thank you. Cheers! My orange drink. That's empty. 2 deaths taught me a lot in a short span of minutes. Don't trust chimpanzees on violins. Simple as that. All right, we're going to go through the small doors. So it says here, go to story card 42. 42. So we're going to go to 42. We are the captains that Vader forgave. All right, smaller doors is Vampire's Choice. You enter a parlor, which is decorated in more old-fashioned way than what you've seen in the house so far. Rich cherry wood paneling covers the walls, and dozens of exotic animal heads are mounted there. Some Marsden ancestor was quite fond of hunting, or at the very least, taxidermy. Each of the trophies features the same expression: fangs bared, savage eyes that make the animal look ready to leap from the wall and pounce on you. The effect is quite unsettling, but you also sense that they might be hiding something. There are 2 ways out of here. An open passage that leads to an adjacent library brimming with books, and a tightly spiraled iron staircase going up. Optional challenge. Here's our heads. Search the animal heads. We just have to, guys, we just have to roll higher than a 5. We've done good. Everything will be fine. It's fine. We will be fine. We're going to roll. The dice is in there. Okay? I can feel it spinning. All right, so at the very least, I definitely feel like we did good. All right, here we go. Beat a 5, beat a 5, beat a 5, beat a 5. Wow. So we did not beat a 5. It's fine. We rolled a 1 again. Yeah, we need a new die. That's it. New die. You're banished. Should we use the green one? We'll use the green ones. I refuse. That is too many 1s in a row. Yeah, okay, here. I got this die. I don't have a red die. Do I? I don't have a... The only red die I have is this one, Pedro, unfortunately. I have no red die. I have a green one. That looks like I got it from Elphaba in Wicked. Alright, that being said, we did lose this one. I've already cheated once. Alright. If we lose, draw card 41. Here we go. I put this in one cheat. It was literally the green one holding on one side. I love the sounds of shiny math marks. I do too. All right, we got 41. 41 says, seeing something reflective inside the open mouth of a cheetah head mounted on the wall, you reach your hand inside and clumsily bump its canine teeth, causing its jaws to clamp down on your hand. Overcome by searing pain, you struggle to pull it out and succeed at escaping with all your fingers. Barely. Cheated? We never. Take advantage. Roll more click-clacks. All right, we still have all of our fingers. We're all of our fingers. We're good. We just didn't get anything. But we do have to raise the danger meter by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means that we... How much do we lose our psychic sense again? When we lose it? 2 spaces. Oh, Lord. We will never become... And we start again. We will never become a good detective. Alright, choice, guys. Do you want to head to the library with lots of books? Or to the tightly wound iron spiraling staircase? Again, already? We're not very good detectives. We're really not. We're so not. Oh, I want to cry. Library or iron staircase? What would you guys think? If we don't finish this game, by the way, to get through chapter 5 today, which we probably won't because 3 hours is a long time. For me, anyway. Then we will continue this aiming for Wednesday. I can't do tomorrow because I have an audition I have to do. So I'll aim for pop-up Wednesday, depending on what Drake wants to do. We'll see. It depends on Drake. If Drake wants to do Wednesday, then he'll take it. Otherwise, then we'll be back on Friday. The reason I decided to do Tabletop in December is because I have no shows in December. I have like 2 auditions and that's it. And so that makes it nice for me. I like books. Okay, we're going to go to the library. Story card 45. Watch the library be like a mimic. A mimic library. Just got smacked with ads, so if you asked me to choose anything, I'm just saying, no, it's fine. Everyone got the choice, so you're good. You're good. We did die. No, we did. We did lose some psychic, so not a fan of that. Most of the books, not a mimic library. Most of the books lining the walls of this room appear to be first editions of well-known classics. To help reach the tallest shelves, there's a wheeled ladder that can slide across the room. A silver door is on one wall. One book, An Introduction to Psychic Dreams, Visions, and Limericks, catches your eye, and you wheel the ladder over, climb up, and grab it. As soon as you pull the book from the shelf, a catch releases, and a hidden door opens on the other side of the room. Premonition. If you are level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, draw clue 42, which luckily we are. We are level 2. Good for us. We did manage it. I just got a new silicone set. They don't clickety-clack. Ah, but I mean, that sounds still pretty cool. I've never heard of a silicone die. Heresy. Clack should be free to click. Alright, we need to get clue 42. Alright, there's clue 42. Ooh, they bounce. Would that make it easier for me to get less ones? Because I'm dying. I think silicone is probably where we need to go in this game. My goodness. Ooh. Here is our clue 42. I think that's toilet paper. All right, so here's our clue. We would take any aid. I know, right? Oops, sorry, guys. Didn't mean to shake the camera. All right, so we got a toilet, it looks like. Exploding toilet. All right, in the library, we have 2 places to go. We can go through the silver door. Camquake, sorry. We can go through the silver door that we just uncovered. Or we can go through, the silver door that happens to be in the library. Or the hidden door that we just uncovered. Ah, what do you say, guys? The door, the silver door, or the hidden door? What would you like? Take your choice, make your pick, and live with the consequences. Hidden spoopy path. Ooh, vampire. Lead the way. Hidden door it is. Story card 44. Entering a child's playroom. Now I need to make sure I got the right one. No, I'm right. Yep. Entering a child's playroom, you find a giant, overstuffed toy box resting against one wall, and in the middle of the room stands a dollhouse, which appears to be a perfect replica of the Marsden house. As you approach the dollhouse, you notice that the walls of the playroom are covered with shelves of porcelain dolls, their eyes peering down at you. It's difficult to break their gaze. The eyes seem to draw you into the blackness of their dead stares. Not looking away, you feel yourself becoming smaller and smaller. Soon, the dolls seem to loom over you, even more frightening than before, even though they never move from their perches. Eventually, you're the size of a doll yourself. You stand on the playroom floor beside the replica of Marsden House. From where you stand, you can see the front door of the dollhouse. And here's the picture to represent. Not gonna lie, that is a creepy picture. Ha! Doll collector chooses doll room. Ah, there you go. Vampire. I like this vampire person. They let us not to death. No, but we are now under apparently like some sort of spell. So there is that. Don't get there yet. We're gonna go to story card 49. There is no choice here. Though giant porcelain dolls is not an improvement. Yeah, exactly. The dollhouse entryway has doors leading to a dining room, a parlor, and a bedroom. Before you can think about where you should go next, something distracts you. There's a force at work here, a presence you can't ignore. Something or someone seems to be calling you, drawing you onward. You can tell this dollhouse is a hub of psychic energy, a nexus of weird power. You'll need to stay sharp. Here you go. Do you want to go into the dollhouse dining room, the dollhouse parlor, or the dollhouse bedroom? Take your pick, guys. Something distracts you. Ooh, shiny. Not feeling less shiny. It's unfortunate our psi powers is currently broke. Would you like to go to the dining room, the parlor, or the bedroom? What's a parlor? Yeah, basically, I don't think we have them anymore. I feel like the parlor is kind of like a holding room at this point, or what? I don't know. It's like, would you like to go to the parlor before you hit the dining room? It's like the spot. It's like the room before you go to the dining area, right? Am I wrong on that? I feel like that's what a parlor was. I'd like, please take a seat. We're gonna have some tea in the parlor room or something like that. But let's try the parlor room since vampire says parlor sounds swanky. 57. Yeah, I mean, I could be very wrong. A formal room for entertaining guests in a home. Oh, so not like a ballroom, because I think a ballroom is very specific for like a ball. But it is a formal entertaining guest room. A piano takes up one corner of the dollhouse parlor. A doll sits on a piano bench, wearing a crown and rich red gown, hands poised above the keys. This doll is the queen. Even though her back is turned, you feel her daring you to face her in some kind of bizarre piano contest. of the mind. Perhaps accepting the queen's unusual challenge and defeating her will increase your psychic skills. You notice a painting above the piano. It depicts a solarium and is so spellbindingly realistic you can't help but reach out your hand to touch it. You are amazed when your hand disappears into the painting and you can touch the solarium on the other side. This painting is a magic portal, and it might be your only way out of this dollhouse. Optional challenge. All right, I will let you all choose. Should we challenge the queen doll to a piano concerto contest of the mind? We just have to beat the number 3 this time. We did pick up a new die. Drake jumped in. Drake is working. Clickety clack clack time. Here we go. Drake says you have to answer yes. All right, so here we go. I don't have to answer yes. I don't have to take on every piano challenge. Thank you very much. Drake says I have to take on every challenge. Just because I work as a pianist. All right, here we go. We have to be the 3. We have to be the 3. We have to be the 3. Play Moonlight Sonata. It works in Resident Evil. We ended up getting a 2. Well, we're doing better. We're getting better. It's increasing by 1. So we can actually try again, but we do have to raise our danger meter by 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have to beat a 4. To jail. I'll give it one more shot. We got higher. We got higher. It's fine. Oh, I dropped it. New die. Hold on, I dropped it. Oh, wait, I have this die. All right, we'll try that die. We're going through my entire die selection. All right, so we have this die now. We'll try this. Maybe this is fate. Maybe this is how things should play out. Yeah, that's how dice rolls work. We just need to beat. Maybe it's all canon. Maybe I'm not supposed to shake so hard. Maybe that's it. That one rolled a 2 also. This cannot be correct. Am I crazy? This cannot be. I cannot be this bad at rolling die. Right? No? Is it me? Is it me? I'm beginning to think that this is just, I'm just supposed to always, yeah, I'm beginning to have a minor existential crisis. Kizara, what have you put in your dice? I don't know. I have done nothing to them. I want to try again, but I'm too scared. 1, 2, 3. We have to beat a 5. Why are they all so rebellious? I don't know, but I want whatever this clue is. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something like super weird and wrong. I feel okay. I don't know if you all know the playwright Tom Stoppard just recently passed away. His Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is like how I feel right now. Like the opening sequence of heads, 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 and he goes into a monologue about heads versus tails. That's how I feel. All right, here we go. Well, we got a higher number. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're going back to this. We're doing this. I'm beating this 5. No, I rolled a 1. No, this cannot be. I rolled a 2. Unreal. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, were you kidding? I rolled a 6. That's where we stand. I'm cheating twice. You get 2 cheats in this game. That's my official stance on the matter. I want this clue. I want one thing to go right for me. By the way, I was that's it. I literally tried it 3 times and I'm like, I shouldn't cheat. I shouldn't, right? Would you guys be really upset if I did? Keymation! Hi. How are you? We are playing, where's 30? We are playing a game called House of Danger. So if you have ever seen, if you checked I won't tell if you want, awesome, thanks. You're my go-to, D-Blank. If you've ever seen this book series in the 80s, 90s, Choose Your Own Adventures by R.A. Montgomery, this board game is designed for it. So this is called a cooperative board game, but you can also play it by itself. You read the story that are on these cards, 5 chapters long, and you have to take on challenges, find clues that will help you or hinder you in your progress through the story. And you just basically, it's a choose your own adventure narration is all this is, but you have like some help and handers that you can and cannot do. So yeah, December is board game month. So every so often I buy different types of board games like this one, like story builder types, like mysteries, murder mysteries, escape room styles, and all that kind of stuff that you can do by yourself if you're a solo player. Like I was saying at the beginning of my stream, I sometimes just like to play these games by myself because I like being by myself. Sometimes people are a lot. Also, on top of that, too, it's hard sometimes to find board game enthusiasts that aren't strangers. Like, if you're not the kind of person that opens up to strangers, like I don't very much, then, like, finding new board gamers is kind of tough, right? So this one is, like, a game that you can do by yourself. Like the tabletop, if you like tabletop styles. But you can also do collectively, like we are now, playing this together as a group. So that's the showcase for this month, is a series of board games that you can play by yourself. Or with others, should you choose to do so. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy the story that we're going for. So we got clue 30, finally, after much... Kasari said we are detectives, but I really think we're just victims. We have a death counter. We have died 4 times. Yep, that's where we're at. All right, so we've battled the queen. We actually lost twice. The 3rd time we won, right? Cool, awesome. This is going on YouTube for posterity. The queen's hands don't move, but you hear her incredible piano swirling through the parlor as fast as the wind. Now it's your turn. Reaching out to the piano with your brain, you weave notes into an intricate manic waltz, even faster and more beautiful than the queen's. Your music dances throughout the room. The queen's clown falls to the floor. You've bested her. You win. We gotta win. We gotta win, guys. We keep this card and move forward 2 psychic spaces. Good. I'll take it. Stressed. I'd love to play board games, like you said, but no one to play with. Yeah, so sometimes there's no one to play with. So I wanted to showcase games that you could choose to do by yourself. If you wanted to have people with you, like for this one, you can. Absolutely. But I don't think that they should be limited only to things that you have to play with other people. There are plenty of board games like that. But I think it's really, really nice that there are more and more people that are doing them like this. The storyboard ones are also pretty nice too. So I wanted to showcase like the options that are not, if you can't find a board game group, then you can't play board games. Now, just like there are single player games that you can do co-op, there's this one. We sure did. About time. Just stop cursing us, narrative. Right, exactly. Oh, okay. So now we have 4 choices. Would you like to go through the dollhouse dining room, the dollhouse bedroom? If you have clue 50, which we don't, if you do not, and you want to enter the magical Oh, okay. If we want to enter the magical portal, then we have to draw a clue. But you have to let me know if you want to do that first. So, dining room, bedroom, or the magical portal. What would you guys like to do? Dining room, portal, or dining room, bedroom, or magic portal. Oof. We can also do, how would I try that in threes? Oh, I have a 6-sided die. Okay, so we have 3 choices. Food sounds nice after the stress we've been put through, but it's a suggestion. I will take your suggestion, and we will go ahead and go to the dining room. Story card 35. I like food. Seated at the head of the dollhouse dining room table is a doll wearing a crown. It's a doll king with an oddly compelling glass eyes. They sparkle with a kind of dark power. As you look into the eyes, you sense a strange tingle in your mind. This doll is reaching out to you mentally. You don't know why, but you feel he wants to fight you on the plane of pure thought. You sense that this could help you strengthen your psychic abilities. Around the dining room table, 2 doors lead to the other rooms inside the dollhouse. All right. Do you want to... Guys, do you want to challenge the doll king now? Do you want to challenge the doll king? We just challenged the doll queen. We might as well challenge the doll king, right? Right? That's the choice we can make, right? Challenging the doll king. Oof. Challenge. I got crushed and mauled. My business. But vampire is good. Vampire, we're going to do this for you. We're doing this in the name of Vampire Ketsuki. Oh, and Kimation, you are more than welcome to join in and chosen. Like, yeah, do and do not. It's fine too. All right, here we go. We're rolling the dice. We decided to use my Phantom of the Opera cup because I apparently can't roll dice for nothing. All right, we need to beat a 5. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I am so not ready for this. We beat it with a 6! Oh my guys, we did it! We beat the king! We beat the king on the first try! Oh my god, there it is, we got a 6! Oh, okay, alright, we're good. Well, welcome back. Yeah, we're good. Alright, we beat the king. Alright, draw clue 56, and we don't even need to raise our danger sense. Alright, clue 56. You project your thoughts at the little king, like a light through a magnifying glass. You focus on the doll's minds, narrowing your final thoughts into a tight beam. Finally, when you can hardly take anymore, the doll blinks! You won! It was a blinking contest. It was a blinking contest against Glass-Eyed King. Raise forward 2 spaces. We are now a level 6. Oh, who knew? Who knew? Now we need to make a choice. Do we want to go to the parlor? Oh, we were just at the parlor. So we don't need to fight the queen again. We can go to the bedroom. Since we've already done the parlor, we're going to go to the bedroom. So that's basically the last 2 choices. So we're going to do that. 41. The dollhouse bedroom is filled with miniature furnishings, which are now full size to you. Our side brain is so strong now. Which are now full size to you. A cozy chair, a dresser, a lamp, and a bed. Lying in the bed, its head on the pillow, is a stuffed mouse. It's so lifelike, you catch yourself thinking you should step quietly so you don't wake it up. Your psychic senses start to pulse. You get the feeling something very important is hidden in this room. Optional free action. If you are level 3 or higher on the psychic scale, draw clue 50. Guess what we are? We're level 6, suckers! Yes, we are, so we can draw clue 50. Share to pick up my biggest doll? Ooh, nice. I'll check it out when we get out the stream. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, we got, I know, we're nice, right? Clue 50 acquired. We got the Marsden family ring. You sneeze, awakening the mouse, which scurries away. In the bed, you see it was sleeping on top of the Marsden family ring. In your tiny state, it's as big as a truck tire. You must roll to move it. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. All right, so now we have 2 important items. And we can move forward 1 space on the psychic scale and finish the story. Oh, look at the mouse. I know, poor little mouse. Look how cute he is. Aww. All right, we've already done the story, so we have to go to the parlor because that's the only place that we can go to escape. So we're going to go to card 57. Right? Yes. All right, so we're at the piano. We're back at the thing. We're back at the queen. We've already defeated her, so we don't have to do that anymore. But if you have clue 50 and want to enter the magic portal, which we do, we can now draw clue 47. So we're going to do that because we got clue 50 because we are so good. Honestly, if we hadn't beaten the king, that we would be screwed. All right, 47 acquired. You'll have to use all your might to throw the ring through the other side, where you sense the magic portal will surely return you to normal size. But we have a required strength challenge. Throw the ring through the portal. If we win, then we can lower our dangers by 2. If we lose, we gotta raise it by 1 and try again. So here we go. We gotta roll to beat a 5. We already beat it once. We can do this. We can do this. I believe in us. Oh, we got a 6 again! Oh, yes! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Okay, so we can lower the danger meter by 2, 1, 2, and get clue 55. Suspicious. Oh my gosh. But good, not suspicious, but good nonetheless. You take a deep breath and jump into the portal. As pins and needles sensation spreads over your body as you travel the dimensional pathway. When you reach the other side, you're standing in the solarium you saw in the picture. You've returned to your normal size. All right. Go to story card 48. We can discard those. And 48. Remember, we are looking to get to the basement. Once you've entered the solarium, you'll notice how the glass panes are in angular shapes that create a spider web across the pattern across the ceiling. There are clay pots of exotic plants on every flat surface. Welcome, you hear a female voice say. We are so glad you found your way here. An elderly woman in a long black dress and white apron glides into view from behind the wall. She appears to be the housekeeper. She raises one finger and curls it toward her, beckoning you. "We've been inspecting you. Come this way," she says. Something in her voice makes you freeze. There might be trouble. You notice something shiny tucked behind a tropical shrub. But you'll probably have to deal with the housekeeper before you can investigate it. You glimpse an art gallery beyond the solarium. Here she is. I feel like this is like Coraline Housekeeper. Optional challenge. Excuse yourself. If you are level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, add +1 to your roll, in addition to any challenge booster, which we don't have. So, would you like to take an optional challenge or not take the challenge? To not go with the maid that's beckoning you with this. By the way, I don't like it when people do this. Like, this is not something that you do to me. I don't like it. The way it feels is condescending in every way. We are level 2 higher, so we're going to do it. Okay, so +1 to any roll we make. We have to beat a 4. So I think we can do it. All right, Vampire said challenge. All right, here we go. Maybe I have a new technique. Here we go. You ready? I'm not ready. I'm so not ready. All right, we got a 3, but we got +1, so we made it to 4, so we got it. Whoo! We're on a... See, DeBlank, I don't know what you're worried about. We got this. We got this. Win, draw, clue 39. We got it, DeBlank. We got it. We go, because remember, on this one, it says here, if you're level 2 or higher, add +1. So we got a 3. Got +1. And that's how you do it. In the last one, we lowered it by 1. Or no, in one of these challenges with the king or queen, we lowered the danger by 2. All right, so we got a large metal rod. I may have spaced out at some point. The rolls got you. You calmly explain that to the woman that you'd rather not go with her, and she returns to tending to her plants. You grab the shiny object before leaving and find that it's warm to the touch. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item, and you slip away to the art gallery. All right, we're going to go to story card. Oh, move forward 3 psychic on the scale. 1, 2, 3. We are now psychic 10. Came back for creepy grand. Going to card 33. So we'll keep that. Oh my gosh, we also have a bottle of water, guys, that we'll discard, but we can use up 1 time and lower the danger by 3. All right, go to story card 32. Stepping into the marbled floor of the art gallery, you are amazed by more than 100 gold-framed paintings, plus countless abstract modern sculptures on pedestals. Wow. The entire collection must be worth gazillions. Too bad you've got no time to admire any of it. You're eager to keep moving. French doors lead to the study, and you can see a doorway leads outside. You can see a pathway leading to an attached structure that appears to be a mother-in-law apartment. Premonition. If you are level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, draw clue 54. Sweet. So this is our art gallery. There, the picture of that. Well, best saver for when death once again pursues us. All right, we are high enough that we can get clue 54. Oh, look, we get a piece of a puzzle. Don't know what it is, but we have it, so we're going to keep it and move forward. Vampire says the sculpture made it look like it had a bit hovering. It kind of did look like that, didn't it? Which would be a very impressive sculpture. It sure would. Would you guys like to go through the French doors or take the path to the mother-in-law apartment? Yeah, it's cool, right? Gravity schmavity. Exactly. Oof. My legs. My legs are starting to feel this chair. Mother-in-law. All right, vampire, you got it. Story 46. You take the pathway to a wooden apartment with a quaint front porch. No one appears to be home. You try the door and find that it's open. You enter a room that's entirely dark except for one candlelit corner, where you see a leather desk chair turned away from you with someone sitting in it. The chair slowly swivels to reveal a chimpanzee wearing a monocle and holding a ballpoint pen, looking at you square in the eye. Uh-oh. Looks like you've interrupted his work. The chimp calmly places the pen on the desk and removes his monocle. He cracks his knuckles and stands up. It's go time. The chimp is going for you. The chimp pounces. Required challenge. Fight the chimp. He said, oh no. We have to fight it first. All right, so we have a danger sense of 4. If we win this, we lower danger sense by 5. If we lose, we raise it by 3. All right, here we go. I got my system. We're good. We need to beat a 4. Oh, you're right. The knife gives us a +1. You gotta see the blank? See, there's a silver lining. The knife gives us a +1. So we need to beat a 4. If we don't beat a 4, hopefully the +1 will help us. All right, here we go. You ready? Okay. We're out of cheats, aren't we? Maybe the monkey on the typewriter is writing Shakespeare. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But it's definitely pissed, and it looks like we've lost. So unfortunately, we have a danger sense raised by 3. 1, 2, 3. They lift you up only to drop you down. We continue the story. After the fight, the chimp scurries away. You notice that you notice to your left there's a large metal door which looks completely out of place here. There's also a walkway leading to what looks like the study in the main house. So would you like to go to the study, or possibly the study, or through an out of place door? What would you guys like? Out of place door? Study? Or possible study? Or would you like to leave it to a fate roll? Oof. Oh, I need to stretch. Oof. Out of place door, since I'm the person in the horror movie who goes the suspicious way. That is fair. That is fair. All right. Metal door. Out of place. 60. Well, Vampire, you have gotten us to our goal. Chapter 2, goal achieved. You shove the metal door open. When you close it behind you, clang! It sounds like the door to the jail slamming shut. You turn to check where you are. There's an elevator. You get in, press close door button, like I always do, and finally get a moment to catch your breath. You can't believe what you've been through so far, right? 4 deaths in like pits and like water tentacles and like a chimpanzee on a violin and then one that's writing Shakespeare. And yeah, it's been so much that we've had to go through. I just want to breathe. But this elevator should be your ticket to the basement, and that should bring you one step closer to uncovering the mystery of the sound you heard when you first entered the Marsden house. Now that you know where the elevator is, you wonder if you should go investigate the basement now, or go back and investigate anything you might have missed. You sure, impressive. You sure you belong with the disposables. We decided, Vampire, that like the before you showed up, we were the disposables because we were the 1,000,001 chance at making it or not. All right, guys, last set of choices. We can raise the danger meter by 2 and go to any of these locations. We can go to the upstairs hallway that we didn't explore. I think we did the dining room, but we could go back there just in case. We can go back to the solarium just in case. I think we did those 2 rooms, however. Or we can go to the gallery. I think we did already technically go through the main dining room, the solarium, and the gallery, but we could go back to them again just in case. Or we could go to the upstairs hallway and see what else we might have missed inside that in exchange for 2 danger. Or would you like to say, no, we're just going to go to the basement and call it here for this particular half of the story? I'm okay with either. If we call it here, I'm going to call it a night so that my voice can rest, and we'll bring this back either on Wednesday or Friday. You want to explore? Oh, okay. Let's go explore what we haven't seen. Let's go to story card 39. So we are going to have to raise our danger sense. She said, why tempt fate, you know? But whatever others want. So we're going to raise our danger sense by 2. That puts us at, we have to beat 6 at anything that we meet. So we're going to go to story 39. The stairway leads to the long hallway. A violet rug with tasseled edges runs the length of the hall, and a strange abstract paintings line the walls. A vase of lilies sits on an ornate side table halfway down the hall, a gorgeous wooden piece with rich floral engravings on the front and sides. Without warning, a ghostly figure comes through a door ahead on your right. The ghost doesn't acknowledge your presence as he rushes through the closed door on the other side of the hall. The hallway seems colder than when you entered. Should you follow the ghostly figure? Or perhaps inspect the room where he came? Optional challenge. First off, tell me if you want to take the optional challenge. We can search the table in the hallway. If we are high enough level that we can add +1 to our challenge. Yeah, I say we take it. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to take the challenge. We got to beat a 6. It's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Or we could use the bottle of water real quick and lower it by 3, and we have to beat a 5. I'm going to use the bottle of water. We're going to use it. 1, 2, 3. I'd rather have it by 5. That seems better. Okay, we're going to go ahead and roll this. Yeah, so the character gets a one-time hydrate. The character gets a one-time hydrate. Okay, so we get a +1 for this challenge because we are high enough level. If we win, great. If we don't, oh well. More like something to calm the nerves. Yeah, that actually is probably closer to what it would actually be. All right, here we go. Or maybe I do this. There we go. All right, we got a 3. It's a 4 with our +1, so not enough to beat the 5 that we got. So no go there. We do raise it by 1, so we're still at 5, but 1 step higher. So the challenge is not met. It's fine. We don't get that clue. It stinks. But we can follow the ghost or go see where the ghost came from. So would you like to follow the ghost or see where the ghost came from? I feel like DeBlanc is like, why are we still here? No me diga. Right? All right, you're gonna follow the ghost. Story card 59. You enter an extravagantly decorated master bedroom. A dressing table with a fancy mirror sits against one wall across from a canopy-covered bed in a burgundy silk. The ghost of a Union general sits on the bed, facing away from you. As the floor creaks beneath your step, the ghostly figure turns and leaps to his feet. He has a fearsome scowl on his face and an empty scabbard on his belt. "Coward! Traitor! Thief!" he yells as he approaches. There's an open door on the far side of the room, through which you catch a glimpse of the bathroom with dark green tiles. You could also retreat back into the hallway to escape the phantom's wrath. Optional free action. If you have clue 2, which we do not, you can attempt to give it to the ghost. If you do, then whatever. If you do not have it, doesn't matter. Would you like to fight the ghost? We have to beat a 5. Or would you like to just go to the next clue? Fight the ghost or run? I'm torn because I would say run, but we can choose to fight the ghost. Or we can run to the bathroom or go back to the hallway. So, 3 choices. Fight ghost, run to the bathroom, run back. Oh, hold on. I got it. Oh, did you get it? You're so much faster! It's okay to be a coward. Thank you, Drake. If we go to the bathroom, the ghost can easily follow. We could retreat or stay, but would it be worth it? Decisions. Well, make one, DeBlanc. Telling us what the choices are is not the same. I don't know. I do not know why that auto-modded. It was like, no. Auto-mod. Really? I literally told you the words to auto-mod, and that's not one of them. I like how DeBlanc's like, I'm just going to recap what our choices are and not actually make the decision. All right, it's okay to be a coward. I'm good. So we're not going to fight the ghost. I'm good with that. Even as much as I've been getting the answers right, I still like to think there's a let's hide behind chainsaws, girl. Yep. Not the final girl. Yeah, I got you. Okay. So retreat to the hallway. I'm for retreating. All right, escape back to the hallway. We're gonna go card 40. You step backward into the hallway. but find yourself surrounded by a field of stars. Where did the walls go? Where is the carpet? Now there's only an endless expanse of nothingness. The stars begin to swirl around you, and you turn to find that the door you came through is also gone. In a flash, all the stars zoom in close to your face, and you reflexively throw your arms up in front of you to avoid being struck. When you open your eyes again, you're standing on grass, and you can feel an intense heat on your back. Behind you, a huge stone structure is ablaze. Fire and smoke escape from every window, and the agonized screams of men echo through the air. A sign, also in flames but still legible, reads, Hedgebrook Prison. You back away from the inferno, shielding your eyes, and find yourself back in the void. Now two mysterious entrances float before you. One appears to lead to a child's bedroom. The other leads to a long, empty hallway. Now, I believe the child's bedroom is already where we were. Like, we did all of that. I do want to double check just for a minute. Yes, we did the child's bedroom. We did all of the child's bedroom. So we're actually going to, the choice has already been made for us. So we're going to go through to the empty hallway at card 58. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like the doll room. Here you go. Here's the picture. You find yourself in a hallway with no doors. You notice a stairway down, but choose to explore the hallway. When you reach the end of the hallway, you come to a wall with glass with a glass door set into it, which leads to the solarium. The door appears to be locked with a strange, intricate mechanism. You inspect the glass. It's some kind of special, super hardened material. Special or not, the material is still glass, and you might be able to break it and enter the solarium. If you have clue 29, which we do not, you must take the challenge below. Well darn. The challenge is smash the door. Alright? If we win, we still have to raise the danger meter and draw clue 77. We have to raise it regardless because it's smashing a glass door. So we have to do this and still get hurt in the process. The idea is to not have to do this more than once. All right, here we go. We have to beat a 5. We got a 6. Oh, we got a 6. Okay, we still have to range the danger meter by 2. Because that's what the challenge says. Range the danger meter by 2 and draw clue 37. So at least we got a new clue out of it. I know, super lucky. All right, 37. You're in. You're exhausted, you're bleeding, and there are shards of glass all over the floor. But you made it into the solarium, where we already were, by the way. So now we're bleeding because we explored. Hopefully, after the racket you made, no one will come rushing. All right, so we're going to go back to card 48. All right, and now we're back at the maid. We already got clue 39, so we don't have to do this optional challenge anymore. We already got the clue. We can ignore her. No, we beat her already. We're good. We're good. Because we already got the clue. So there's no need for it. We can just be rude now. We can, if you rudely run away to the art gallery or ignore her and leave to the solarium door. Do you want to go to the solarium or do you want to go to the art gallery again? We're going to basically be going until we get back to the end of the chapter again. I think we went to the art gallery the last time, right? I think so. So do you want to, I guess we go to the solarium now? If you want to try doing that one instead to explore. I feel like we did that one. Here you go. So we're going to go to the solarium. You start to leave, but the woman senses your fear and smiles again and begins to fade. You can see right through her now. Her shadowy shape wavers and shifts, billowing like a hazy cloud. In seconds, she's taken on a new form. A Union general. He has a heavy whip in one hand, and his other hand is clenched into a fist. The plants around the room grow to become 10 feet tall, and even in the darkness, you can tell that they are Venus flytraps. But at this size, they won't be content with flies. The general has a crazed look in his eyes, as though he's suffering from a sudden fit of rage. "You think you can challenge the authority of Henry Marsden?" he shouts. He snaps his whip to the floor, and three times, and all the Venus flytraps move toward you. With every shred of ghostly power, Marsden snaps the whip at your feet. The force of the violent crack, so mighty it sends you sailing backwards into the maw of one of the hungry plants. The Venus flytrap plays 3 quick bites and 1 slow gulp, and you no longer exist. So can we go to the gallery now? So we're on 5. Death counter 5. So yeah. We'll go back to card 48. That's 3 for me. So we're gonna rudely run away to the art gallery is what we're going to do. Card 32. All right, stepping into the marble floor, you have the art room. We went to the mother-in-law apartment. Did you want to, okay, so the last time we went to the mother-in-law apartment, did you want to go through the French doors instead? I realize that if I say that to the blank, they're probably going to be like, I don't want to because I've already had 3 deaths against me. Drake, Vampire, Pedro, what would you guys like to do? Crushed, mauled, and swallowed whole. French door. Okay, so we're going to go to story card 33. Once inside the study, you are shocked to find 12 pairs of eyes staring at you in outrage. You stop dead in your tracks. There are a dozen shady people, all stuffing briefcases with bundles of cold, hard cash. Hello! You bring pain? More pain than our 5 death counters have already gotten us? Hello! I once made a belt out of watches. It was a waste of time. Oh, you brought that kind of pain. I see. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to get back to this in just a second. Welcome in. I wanted to say Kwatachi, and that's incorrect. Kwachi 1. Kwachi 1. I hope I pronounced that correctly, though it is very possible I did not do that correctly. Welcome in. You can call me Chi for short. I like that better. Hi, Chi. Welcome into Kisara's Casual Corner. I am Kisara. We are playing. We are in December, and December is going to be for us solo board game night or small cooperative games, showcasing games that you can do either by yourself or with a group of friends if you choose to do so. Either one works for those of these. My wife has been reading a lot of gothic romance horrors lately, so I asked her why Dracula is always bite people in the neck. She told me it's because he's a neck romancer. You brought in you have anyone seen, like, in Ace Attorney when Frederica has the whip and she goes crack, 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 right? And like whoosh, 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 and like ah, and you have that big ah kind of exact. That is what Chi is doing right now. Is like whipping us into shape. You might get punished just a little bit, I'm sure, just a little bit. Welcome in. Just a little bit about me while you're punning us to death. I am welcome to my streams. I do performative let's plays of different types of games, usually family-friendly indie streams, as well as right now board game solos that you can do with a bunch. I am a working voice actress, as well as a stage actress and a musician. A musician as a pianist and a drummer. I work in my local theaters, as well as a bunch of other places around the coast that I'm on. So that's basically a little bit about me, and I really hope that you are enjoying the show. Let's see. There's a fine line between a denominator and a numerator. Only a fraction of people will find this funny, and less than half will get it. Boo! Who do you voice? Whoever hires me to do stuff. I will voice anything that ranges. I just did a voice for someone's D&D campaign on their Twitch channel. They hired me to do that. I did voice acting for an audio drama for Spike Eggs Productions. I've done house calls, like the theaters when they have the theater. Hello, welcome to such and such theater. We hope that you enjoy the show. Please silence all cell phones. I've done those, and in several theaters. Yeah, I was gonna say, what else did I just? Oh, I'm a narrator on Audible for the book Otherworld Revenge. If you want to check that out as well. So we're good. So that is, yeah, that's that. Voice actor, now a narrator. Now I'm officially a working narrator. Have I not suffered enough? What do you do when you get a cross between an elephant and a rhinoceros? Elephano. Okay. I'm going to read my little story here, if y'all don't mind. Chi, you are more than welcome to stick around for it. We are coming up on the Elephino. Elephino. So welcome to multilingual. Are you struggling now? Please tell me you're laughing more at the fact that I tried to Elephino that entire thing. Thank you very much for becoming a patron of the arts here at Casual Corner. We appreciate that very much. If you are interested, Drake, if you can do an exclamation Discord for me. If you are interested in keeping track of what else that we do between myself and other streamer Drake, oh Lord, sorry, our automod is absolutely, our automod's all on it. Oh, okay, because it's the word, that's fine. I don't really curse on my stream. I don't curse at all, so that's why it's there. Right. I don't know which anime this is from. Help! You know how many animes there are that I've watched over the years? My brain fell. There was something there. I couldn't figure out what. Me too. I was like, Elephino. Elephino. I don't know what anime this is from. Which one is that? If anyone else knows it, feel free to chime in. Also, I've been narrating for 3 hours, so I'm coming toward the end. I've not watched the Ghost Stories dub. I've not seen it. Isn't that the one about the ghosts that got dubbed and it's about ghosts and stuff? I feel like you're both simultaneously being like, whatever. Let's see. The Ghost Stories was picked up for dubbing by ADV Studios in 2005. According to Greg Ayers, they were told to do whatever it took to sell the show. The only condition was that the basic story and the names of major characters had to remain intact, but everything else was fair game. Oh, okay. So if you guys are interested in Ghost Stories, there's a fun fact for you. Or if you have seen it, or if you want to see it, or if you just haven't gotten around to it, but you will get around to it, here's a fun fact for you. I like Greg Ayers. He's one of my favorites to watch. I can't bring him out at the moment. All right, let's wrap this up because my brain's about in the same spot too. Don't worry, we'll start making choices with fate. I literally said Elephino like 8 times before we finally got it. All right, so here you go. We decided to go to the study. We're on chapter 2 of this particular story game. Oh, to start off our solo board game month, if you've ever done or ever read the Choose Your Own Adventure stories, this board game is based off of that. We basically read the story chapter by chapter, choosing and choosing and choosing, doing as many challenges, collecting as many clues as we can, and trying not to like our danger meter to totally screw us up as we do it. We can come out of this bruised badly. But here we go. So we finally made it to the art room, or to the study. Once inside the study, you are shocked to find 12 pairs of eyes staring at you in dead eye. So there's a whole bunch of scary people stuffing things in hard cash. They're literally taking money out of ice-filled coolers. You take another step, and all but one of the guys suddenly gets spooked. The last one turns and glares at you. He's still holding the briefcase tightly with both hands. You're pretty sure you can take him. You see a hallway on the other side of the room that might serve as a quick exit. So, optional challenge. We have our pocket knife. Wrestle the man with the cash-filled briefcase. If we lose, no good. But we could win some monies. So we're going to take the challenge. We have to roll the die, beat a 6. We get a +1. So here's hoping we can do it. We can do it. We got to get, exactly. Thank you, Vampire. Get the money. Get the money. Get the money. So we're going to roll a die. We just have to beat a 6. We just have to roll the exact card we need. Not card, number. It's fine. The blank will be fine. All right, here we go. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Oh, the blank. Wait. We got a 5. The blank, we got a 5. We get our pocket knife out. And now we made a 6. We got it. We got by on the skin of our teeth. And with that, we can collect clue number 38. Briefcase full of money. You are currently holding a briefcase that contains more money than Sergeant Morrison and Detective Murphy earns in 2 years. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. Keep this item, move forward 1 space on our psychic scale, and finish the story on 33. Haha! I know Automod is absolutely terrible today. It's so wild. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. I do like Guys and Dolls. I do. Alright, so we just finished card 33. So head down the hallway, drawing clue 45. What? Okay, so we got the challenge. So now we have to head down the hallway by drawing clue 35. So 45. So we have to go get claw 45. Alright. You race down the hallway, past the photographs and paintings of an old prison. You reach the end and find a metal door. So we got money. And we made it back to the end of the chapter. We have officially reached chapter 2's goals of find access to the basement. At this point, what we will do, since we've explored every part of the house, I believe we got everything we could possibly get. We will keep all the inventory items that we've acquired so far and advance to chapter 3 to give you an idea of what chapter 3 has in store for us. So I gotta do this so I don't get the order out of place. Chapter 3 will start us off in the rescue. I'll read it so you can get an idea of what's coming. Here is your cliffhanger for tonight. The Rescue, Chapter 3. You're still not sure what's really going on in this place. You were already freaked out by the creepy stuff you saw outside the Marsden house, and the discovery of actual spirits from beyond the grave in the house has only made you more on edge. You steel your nerves and remind yourself you're not just an aspiring detective. You're a psychic investigator. You eat spirits from the beyond the grave for breakfast. Not really. But the point is, you feel a surge of confidence. You can do this. The blank. You can. At any rate, you've come way too far to back down now. All you can do is hope from the depths of the house. All you can do is hope that the depths of the household in some. All you can do is hope that the depths of the house hold some insight into the mysterious nightmares that have plagued you for weeks and drew you to this modern architecture house of horrors in the first place. But the elevator, which all your hopes rest on, is totally trashed. The last person to use it must have really hated elevators. Based on the scratch marks on the walls, they might have had sharp claws too. A strange sensation now washes over you. Your head spins. You lose your balance. You fall to your knees. Although you don't quite black out, you're overwhelmed by visions. As your consciousness leaves your body, travels to the house's lower reaches on mind power alone, you drift downward through a meeting room full of huge, shadowy figures and a laboratory stocked with equipment. And that will be where we start chapter 3 next time. Creeped Out doesn't begin to discover what happened to us. We are on death count 5. We've made it through 2 chapters. And we've got a clue. We've got our pocket knife still. We have a large metal rod. Right, we got our pocket knife. We have a large metal rod. Right, we have a briefcase of money. We have the Marsden family ring. We have the whirring metal sphere. And we have the King and Queen dolls' approval to move us forward. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, next time on Dragon Ball Z. Surely we will meet a Chupacabra. I sure hope not. I love these games. They're so good. I love this. Okay, if you are interested in keeping track of anything, the Discord that was mentioned earlier, if you can type it in again, because I don't have access to my keyboard. That is where we will update you as to when this will come back. Again, it will be either on Wednesday or Friday, depending on our schedules. I have an audition on Tuesday, otherwise I would have done it tomorrow. Yeah. Discord is also where we keep track of like other things that we have, like changes in our schedule. Like I stream generally on Mondays and Saturdays, but I do add stuff from time to time, or I have to like move stuff around from time to time because I might have a gig or like, whatever. Generally speaking, it's usually because I have shows. So that's where we post all of our changes, is in our Discord. That's where our patrons get most of our information. We also showcase like other types of games, like for example, the board game streams that we're doing for this month of December, giveaway streams for keys and other things that we have, which we are planning hopefully to be able to do sometime, maybe this month or next. As well as a couple other specialty streams that are coming up in the next couple of months. As well as like cute animals. I have like a bunch of animals here, and I like showcasing them all, as well as all animals of the world, because animals are cool. Thank you all very much for joining us. If you have anyone that you would like us to raid into, please type their name in, first come first serve. Unless you want like super priority, then there's a channel redemption point, you can use that instead. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the whole logistical for the whole thing. I look forward to continuing this. And the blank, I'm sure that just those 3 death counters are all on you. The next time you do it will be better. Lady Luck will be on our side way more. You got this. The game believes in you. It says it multiple times. Here, you're not just an aspiring detective. You're a psychic investigator. You eat spirits from beyond the grave for breakfast. The game is encouraging, if anything. All right, let's see if we have anyone that we would like to read into. We have... Let's do Lizard Wizard. All right, let's go with Lizard Wizard. because I'm fairly certain I have an auto thing for him. I can't spell. Also, how do I spell his name? Lizard Wizard Gaming _ Did I get it right? I think I got it right. All right, thank you all very much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. I am beat. I am very, very happy with this game. I'm happy with the setup, though. I probably will adjust it a little bit, but we'll see. It's doing pretty good. It's holding up. It's holding up. Yeah. Thank you all very much. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care of yourselves. If you are in like wintry, I think like K-Dog was saying that you got to prep for like winter weather. If you are like in winter locations, please stay safe, all that kind of stuff. Stay warm. If you're not in wintry locations, please stay safe, stay warm. If you are coming up on summer, Pedra, please stay safe, stay cool, or variations thereof. Don't, stay dry, whatever it is. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon in either myself stream or Drake. Drake should be coming back this week. So, yeah. Thank you all very much. And as always, stay safe, and we will see you next time. Take care, everyone.